Good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Parts of the Pine Belt are still recovering from the January tornado. Nick Lilia sat down with a family who just got their keys to their home again and volunteers hoping to help another family get theirs.
It's a tornado. What? 20 seconds. 20 seconds and it was over.
Appearances can be deceiving. 5 months ago, Renee Snell's home was in rubble. Today, a fresh coat of paint, a nicely manicured lawn, and with tarps on roofs out her back window, she sits in a house, empty, on lawn chairs. Thankful.
Honestly, I couldn't be here today if people had not volunteered and helped. I have the best family support group. This neighborhood was the best friend support group.
Renee had the help of her neighbors and insurance, but in Hattiesburg, for those without insurance or a network of help, R3SM is here with volunteers, and the work is far from over.
Trinity Episcopal Church, the fourth Saturday of every month since the tornado, we've gotten a crew of volunteers together.
The group of volunteers is here helping Hattiesburg R3SM with this house on Edwards Street. Chris Adams says this family is still waiting, but the volunteer work here today will help.
One day closer to being able to come home. They are displaced and currently living with family and ready to get home.
Today, volunteers are working on the interior, but the exterior still needs help. James McCormick is leading the volunteers. He's got a big toolbox and an even bigger heart.
And I have a bunch of tools and I like to use them. So and I do it because it needs to be done. Can't do it all, but you can do a little bit, just a little bit. Keep doing a little bit.
In downtown Hattiesburg at the R3SM offices, Sheila Varnado says volunteers are the key. The more people volunteer, the faster other folks get back into their homes and feel like Renee and her family.
The biggest hurdle right at the moment is a lack of steady pool of volunteers.
She's not exaggerating either. In this house alone, the list of repairs is lengthy.
We're getting the kitchen cabinets in today. We still have some plumbing issues to deal with. We have some electrical issues to deal with, but there's probably another couple weeks worth of work here. When that actually gets completed would be, again, dependent on volunteers.
Volunteers are helpful for recovery, whether it's on Hillcrest Loop and Petal or on Edwards Street. And for R3SM, despite all the fundraising,
that another $10,000 being added.
The availability of volunteers dictates almost everything.
Because the money won't be spent until we have the volunteers who come in to actually be able to do the work.
And R3SM wants every family to land on their feet with the help of the community to feel like Renee Snell.
Where I'm going, okay, I can do this, and then I didn't have to because people stepped up and helped.
For WDAM 7 News, I'm Nick Lilia.
R3SM is always looking for volunteers. They are encouraging local business and groups to get involved. Here at WDAM, we are volunteering too. Join us in helping people get back on their feet, and you can find R3SM on Facebook or call them at 544-5115 to help.